Hey, I just posted a video on practice exam question 3, and I gave a very detailed explanation for how to solve that so that if you're really interested in every step, you can see that. But if you want to know how to do it quicker or think more like a physicist would, let me show you how to do it right here. Okay, so here's the problem. The two astronauts are in contact. One's 60 kilograms, the other's 80 kilograms. They're not moving, but then they push each other apart, and one of them travels 12 meters and the other one travels x meters. Our job is to figure out what that distance x is. So you should recognize this as a conservation momentum problem, and what we have here is the velocity of both of them equals 0. So the total momentum is equal to 0. So what that means is that down here, the momentum of this astronaut, astronaut A, let's say the mass of astronaut A times the velocity of astronaut A, has got to basically equal the mass of astronaut B times the velocity of astronaut B, but in opposite directions. So one will have a negative velocity like this. So now I can come up with this ratio. I can say the mass of A over the mass of B should equal the velocity of B over the velocity of A, with a negative sign somewhere thrown in there. All right, so let me just kind of work this out. Mass of astronaut A is 60 kilograms. Mass of astronaut B is 80 kilograms. So that's got to equal the ratio of velocity B over velocity A. Well, and again, that's a negative somewhere. But let's just simplify this. The kilograms cancel, the zeros cancel, and 6 divided by 8, if I just divide both by 2, then I can get 3 over 4. So 3 over 4 equals the velocity of A over the velocity of B. Now, I don't know the velocity of A or the velocity of B. What I can say is that velocity is always a distance divided by a time. So I could say the distance of B divided by time all over the distance of A divided by time, like that. And that's got to equal 3 over 4, right? Well, the times cancel in both, so I get the distance of B over the distance of A has got to equal 3 over 4. So I already know the distance of A. The distance of A is 12 meters. That was what we were told before. So I can basically say something like this. The distance of B equals the distance of A, which is 12 meters, equals 3 over 4. Multiply both sides by 12, and then I get the distance of B is equal to 3 over 4 times 12 meters. Well, that's just going to be 9 meters. So 9 meters must be x, like that. It's a lot simpler if you just use ratios like that, so hopefully that was helpful.